Hey Clear Lake peeps, Ross England here with Clear Lake Guide Service with your fishing report for February 18th, 2021. Hope you all are doing well. Kind of nice to be back and be able to get some chances to get out in some really good weather. You'll notice that I'm going to be skipping the bad weather until I'm 100%. I'm going to just try to take advantage of these good days. So we'll try to make this relatively brief. So let's go with activities for this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there are permits pulled for ABA. I went to their website, and what they show is Friday is a pro teams event, and then Saturday and Sunday are both shown as Northern Division team events. Unfortunately, the launch site was to be announced, and I have not heard of an announcement. To try to give you some kind of an idea of what kind of impact they're going to have on the lake this weekend, ABA typically is in the, we'll give them credit and say 30 to 40 boat range. There's some other big tournaments going on in Northern California that will certainly take some of those folks out of there. So we know it's not going out of Conocti Vista Casino. It could be going out of Redbud. It could be going out of Conocti Harbor because they're back in business and hosting tournaments. And it could be going out of Lakeport. I tried to find out and couldn't. So those are the activities going on for this coming weekend. Conditions, water really hasn't changed a whole lot. Come here. It's still pretty stained in most places. 3 feet is really good visibility, and a lot of it that I'm seeing maybe 1.5 feet to 2. So it just depends on the area. Water, and it's it's kind of a normal color. I think we had some pretty windy, messed up days, and with the shallower upper end of the lake this winter, I think that's what's contributing to some of this really weird looking watercolor. Water temperature I found is anywhere from 49.5 to the highest I found today was 52. Yesterday, same range. So at least in the parts of the lake that I've been in, that's your water temp range. Fishing, it's definitely winter fishing. You get a day like this where it's really nice, and people kind of have a tendency to start thinking that, oh, pre-spawn's here and spring's here. Not quite. It's still a little rough fishing. I'll just use my 2 days, yesterday and today, as an example. Yesterday I caught 8 fish, and granted I only fished for about 5 hours. Today I've put in 6 hours and I've caught 6 fish. Kind of typical winter fishing. You run around, you cover a lot of water, and you don't get bit in a lot of places. And then when you get bit, you usually get bit by a couple other fish, at least the way that I was fishing. So yesterday, best day of the year so far. I had 8 fish. I had 29 pounds for my best 5. My big fish was 7.5. Today, a lot different story. My big fish today was 6. Maybe had 18 pounds, because I had a couple of fish that were just 2.5 pounders. But in all cases, everywhere I caught fish yesterday and caught fish today, I caught more than one fish in a spot. I did monkey around a little bit with a rip bait, and I didn't get bit on it. I also didn't get bit on an underspin. So all my fish came on a worm, because when it's tough, which I think it is tough, I'm going to pick up the worm and at least get bit. At least I know if I go buy a fish or go over a fish, I'm going to get a bite. So that's the story with that. I mean, I had a really nice limit of fish yesterday. Had 3 5s, a 6, and a 7.5. So, you know, I never feel like I'm giving up my chances for a better fish by fishing the way I do. I spent a little bit of time yesterday fishing the upper end of the lake, and I didn't get bit, so all of my fish have come down below the narrows. So that's pretty much it as far as the bass fishing is concerned. I've talked to a lot of people. Well, not that many people out, but oh, and by the way, before I forget, Devin, I talked to you yesterday, and all those fish I caught were after I talked to you in one spot. So just didn't want you thinking I was pulling your string. I told you yesterday I had 2 fish when we talked, and that's what I had, was 2 fish. Crappie action, they're still working them over pretty hot and heavy down in the Keys area, down in Clear Lake Oaks. I didn't go down there today or yesterday, but I just did talk to a guy who lives in the Keys, and he said there's probably 25 boats out there today. So it's kind of, I really don't know how many fish are left down there. I don't know how many, are being caught. When I was down there the other day, all I saw were people fishing and not a whole lot of catching. So that's the best report I can give to you on crappie. It looks like we're going to be getting some really good weather here towards the end of February, first week of March, if it holds true. And that should really start moving some of these fish, both the crappie and the bass, shallower. I forgot to say, all my fish were between 15 and 20 feet. So I tried shallower, just didn't work. I tried deeper, didn't work. And I'm kind of guessing because I'm not seeing anything on my depth finder. I've spent a lot of hours just cruising around looking. I'm not seeing bait. I'm not seeing, fish. The fish that I have caught, I know are just hugging the bottom, and when I go over them with a depth finder, I'm not seeing them. So I think that will be your report for today. Good luck if you decide to come up here this weekend. Looks like we got some pretty good weather coming. I'm going to hang my hat on that one, and we'll go with that. So thanks for all the kind messages. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next week. Thanks.